Hi there, my name's Kelly. I'm the Textiles Department Manager here at NextFab. Welcome to our new and improved Textiles Studio. If you are familiar with our old shop, you'll notice we have drastically expanded our equipment as well as our class offerings. In addition to the digital embroidery machines and home sewers we had before, we have added 12 industrial sewing machines, as well as tools for leatherworking, including hand tooling, presses, punches, and more. We also have the tools needed for upholstery work now as well. Unlike your home sewing machine, each of these industrial machines are devoted to a specific kind of stitch or process. The straight stitch, which is also known as a lock stitch, is where we'll get started on our tour. It is the one most often used in constructing your projects and functions similarly to your standard straight stitch on any other sewing machine, but at a higher speed and with more professional results. We have 3 walking foot machines. These function like the straight stitch machine, but are designed for thicker material. They have a 2-part foot, so they kind of march your material through for a more regulated stitch. We have 2 machines that will do your thinner leathers and upholstery grade fabric, and the third is geared specifically for extremely thick material. It can do up to a 3/4 inch thickness. In this shot, you can see the 2 feet working in tandem to move the material through the machine. When you're sewing leather, you may find that you need to thin out the material you are working with, especially if there are multiple seams meeting in a specific spot. This is when the skiver will come in handy. This thins out your leather to reduce bulk and keep a consistent looking stitch. The spinning wheel pulls your leather in towards the spinning knife to thin out your material. The next machine is the serger. It uses 3 threads to make a continuous stitch. You'll find this stitch on stretchier fabric as it has a good amount of give to it so it can stretch with the material. You will also find it on other fabrics that are likely to fray at the ends. It simultaneously cuts and sews around your edges. From here, we're going to pop over to the chain stitch machine. This seam you'll find on the bottom hem of your jeans are often at the waistband. The way this stitch is made allows for it to have a little stretch to it than your normal straight stitch. It uses a continuous thread as well, much like the serger. Then we have 2 bar tack machines. Bar tacks are reinforcing stitches. You'll find these often at the tops of pockets or areas that get a lot of wear and tear. They perform a very specific operation and run an automated course. Another machine that runs an automated course is our buttonhole machine. This sews and cuts your buttonhole in one foul swoop. These machines are incredibly cool and incredibly sensitive and create a beautiful buttonhole. As for our leatherworking tools, we have a series of hand tools and punches, as well as a clicker, which essentially is a press for dies that'll pop out whatever shape you need for your project. You can have custom dies made, and this is great for things like coasters, wallets, or whatever you need to create your production work. We also have an Arbor Press and a gold foiler for customizing your work, as well as an edge beveler, splitter, burnisher, and kick press, which can be used for adding grommets, rivets, or snaps. And that's a new shop. Hope to see you in the studio soon.